Oh, how was that?
That was my computer saying the stream is starting.
Hello, stream.
Oh, okay. Hello, stream. I live.
That microwave be like, Okay, anywho, can't really do a recap because new bitch is here, so.
Well, hello.
So watch your other stream.
You're so welcoming. I feel so welcome.
Oh, you are welcome. It's good to have you, Crystal.
Thank you.
Crystal, the non-existent viewers, because I don't advertise this shit. Non-existent viewers, because I don't advertise this shit. Crystal. Okay. So, when we last left off, you guys were headed towards the town of Praxis in an attempt to return Theo to his home after saving him from that weird jail he found himself in when he fell down a hole being chased by a giant bear. So, you guys have about a day and a half more of travel worth to go. What do you guys want to do? It was morning last time we left. Well, night last time we went off, and you guys got your long rest. So,
first Jack's gonna obviously check on Theo.
Okay, roll a medicine check for me.
Okay, Jose.
Thank you, Theo.
Oh God, I have that new feature.
Well,
that's a 15.
Yeah, you can tell because of, well, he's not sweating profusely and vomiting anymore, that the poison's out of his system.
Wonderful.
And you can certainly try to eat Theo.
Wait, who?
Lexi wants to try to eat Theo.
I hold my spear up to her neck.
Okay, do you want to say anything? Okay, roll intimidation.
Okay, do.
Oh, Lexi, roll a wisdom save.
Fail.
That is a very high success. I rolled a 2.
Yeah,
I hold the wrong spear. Wrong spear, and up to you.
Ari is not scared. She just looks at Jack like, and squints at him. Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyways. Are you serious about trying to eat this small child?
Not right now.
I would suggest you not do that.
How unfortunate.
Trust me, it's not going to be good for you. Not going to be good for any of us. Why am I here again?
Anyways, is Theo still sleeping?
Yeah. It's about 7 a.m. So he's still tuckered out.
Oh. In that case, we probably have a bit before we can actually go. So I'm gonna let him sleep.
Well, if you guys are gonna get there by the end of the day, you should probably get moving. But
okay, then I'll try to gently as possible put him on top of my back without waking him up.
Okay, sleight of hand that.
Alright,
you want me to do that?
Help me with this?
Yeah,
it's either you can help me or I can help you. I have a +6.
I'm gonna help you.
Help me help you.
Help me.
18.
Yeah, that works. You guys do your character action shit while waking up. I left my dice downstairs, and I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Alright.
Is the morning.
I'm also gonna put a blanket on him and tie a rope around him so he doesn't fall off of me.
Time down.
This is a bunch I hope everyone had a good sleep last night.
Indeed.
I certainly did.
Of course, I've had better.
Loopy and wake up with a serious hangover. What the fuck happened?
Or you passed up because you drank too much. Some wine I had.
I see. That was a really good one, by the way, Thistle. Thank you for that.
I'm back. What I miss?
You're welcome.
Someone get me something. I need to fill my belly.
Luthien has a hangover from drinking all that wine last night.
All that vinegar.
Yeah. Also, I did put a blanket and tie a rope around Theo so he doesn't fall off me while sleeping.
Good. By the way, Luthien, I need you to roll 3 con saves for me.
3.
Oh boy.
3 con saves. That's threatening auras right there.
3 nat ones. 3
Nat ones. 3 nat ones.
1, 2.
Fuck, those are actually really good.
Okay.
Not that-
2 of them are.
As you wake up, you stand up and think you're gonna fall over, because you're. Then you regain your composure and you're like, "Oh, it just stood up too fast." Man, the second you open your mouth to go, "I'm okay," you immediately projectile vomit on the nearest tree.
Oh,
Jack covers Theo's nose so he doesn't have to smell that.
You just see this stripper projectile vomit in a straight line like a fucking water cannon.
or a hydro pump.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
And then
So somebody needs to learn how to hold their liquor better.
Then after the first blast, you manage to regain your composure and like, I'm okay now. However, how close are you guys to her when this happens?
Jack stays as far away from her as possible.
away. Oh, this one was in a tree. He is very far
Yeah,
away
doesn't
in a
like
tree.
Which tree though?
Jack does not like this.
Crystal, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was a mislook, my bad.
Oh.
Sorry.
By the way, regardless, I'm gonna need you guys to roll some. Each one of you, except for Keefe. Well, yes, Keefe too, to roll a con save. 1 con save.
I told you, Jack tries to stay as far away from Luthien as possible. He doesn't like.
Yes, Arya, you gotta roll a con save. Brando, you gotta roll a con save too.
What about me?
Okay, Theoden, you fail as the harsh smell of vinegar and bile makes you lose your appetite.
Oh no, I was standing next to him.
That's fine, though. I don't need to eat.
Arya's like, where I come from, there's literally geysers that spew sulfur. This is fine.
This is fun.
It's just surrounded by fire and sulfur. This is fine.
Wait, but she had a 10.
Yeah, the save was 10.
Oh, it was? Okay. Do I need to roll con save or no?
Nah, you were far enough away.
Alright.
Anyways, so you guys are all thoroughly grossed out and are now keeping your distance from the shunned, fucking, what's her name, Luthien?
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't keep track of all these fucking new character names. Gonna be real with you, Chief.
Thanks.
Well,
Hey,
at least you have one that's the
guess
same.
what? The way she projectile vomited, that's what models do.
Yeah.
Well, if it's all the same for you, I'm gonna check and fry some Homer up, and I think we can start going.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea just to get out of this
If only
area.
Advil exists in Ataraxia.
They're all
Yep, so...
they're already up and at the edge of the camp. They've already packed up their tents and bedrolls and all that shit.
okay. And I guess we're off.
Yes, shall we all begin our nice and glorious trek to Praxis? Anybody disagree with this?
I mean, we're already here. Maybe we disagree now. That'd be kind of.
Hopefully that's the place Leo actually lives. Instead of somewhere.
Yes, yes, we can also, get some supplies, some, decent food, and
Nice.
maybe hopefully some work done.
Oh no, I just heard Orbital attack. What'd you do?
I rolled a nice.
Nice.
I wanted to see how good the trek was gonna go for you guys, so I rolled a D100. You got a 69.
Oh, nice. That's very nice.
No.
So yeah, you guys aren't gonna have any issues for the next day of travel. As you travel along, you end up about son of a bitch. Right there.
Wonderful.
Whoa, no, don't skip the whole thing. Damn it.
That little blue dot right there is where Arya found the diary bear, right?
No, up here is where she found the diary bear.
Right, that really small one.
Yeah, the little one, yes.
Yeah, okay. Wondered.
So, you guys want to set up camp for the night or keep going? You got about 6 hours more of travel.
Let's go.
Pardon. I mean,
What?
We aren't in a rush, are we?
Yeah, I just don't see a reason to stop.
And
Well, it wouldn't be better for Theo to get home.
Yeah, he
it
should
would
be
be
better
better
for
for
Theo
him
to
to
get
get
home.
home.
He has to be saying this.
His parents are pretty worried about it, so yeah, I think we should keep going.
Speaking of which, Theo, do you know your parents' name at all?
Is Theo still KO?
God fucking damn it, I actually didn't even consider that. I'll have him get back to you on that.
Do you just
You'll have him get back to me
mom
on
and dad?
that?
Yes.
Or they are mom and dad, right?
Yeah, that's what he calls them. He calls them mom and dad.
Okay, good.
The guy's like 7. I don't think I actually know any 7-year-olds who know their parents' real names.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I would probably, but
Do you at least have the last name,
That's
though?
only the nobles here have surnames.
I'm surname.
Press
I
F
mean,
to
so do
tell.
I, but I don't think this really matters.
You know,
Wait, so all parents are now being named mom and dad? That's so weird. How can you tell if you call mom? Which one's gonna come to you? You know? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's a little different than that.
You just point at someone and say, you!
I think you had too much of that vinegar.
Nah, I'm fine, don't worry.
Nah, that was all Luffy and Mercury.
I don't drink, I need to drink.
So are we continuing? I assume we are?
Yes.
Unless we have any more questions for Theo.
No. Well, maybe a bit regarding the whole naming
Actually, I do have one
but
question for Theo. Hey Theo, besides that giant scary bear, is there anything else like that in this forest?
Wait, bear?
Not in this forest, but you have to be careful around the crater.
I'll take note of that. Thank you.
easy.
None of you even know what the crater is.
I don't know what that is, but thank you.
I don't know what that is, but thank you.
All I can imagine is this donkey from Alabama. I don't know what that is, but thank you.
Yo, that's what
Oh
America is.
boy, that is too real on too many levels for this.
What?
That's how America is.
You know how many siblings Jack has, right?
Oh my god!
Country
What makes you think they all have the same dad?
It's too lovely. It's too
Wait, did we just already?
Oh my god! Dude! Oh my.
Can we just continue, please?
What's the Wild House?
The loud house for donkeys and horses.
No, he's got like 20-something siblings.
Oh, he's from Alabama.
And then you know that 'cause you never asked him.
Anyways, you continue on. It's about 8 or 9 p.m. by the time you guys get to Praxis. As you get to the front gates, you're stopped by a couple men dressed in furs.
In what?
Furs. Like
Furs.
leathers and furs.
Okay, first.
Okay.
You know, fur?
you know,
You know what
fur,
fur is,
like
right?
like what fantasy setting hunters wear. It is a hunting.
Right.
It is a hunting village.
Yeah.
Jack's gonna be super careful and approach them calmly. With Theo, mind you.
You're gonna do that with your infinite wisdom?
Theo
Yes,
is
I'm going to.
Theo is still under the blanket, tied to your back. So you look like a donkey camel centaur.
Hang on, one sec. I'm going to untie the rope from Theo. That was just there so
Has
he
he
can
been
hold up.
asleep this whole time?
No, he literally went to sleep shortly ago because it is like late now. It's like 9 or 10. You guys traveled for about 14 hours.
Anyone
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Anyone want to untie Theo and carry him so I don't look very suspicious?
It's already done. This will just like.
It's already done. One of the gatekeepers points a spear at you and says, "What the fuck is that?"
Hi. My name's Jack. Glad to meet you. I found this. Oh boy, how do I word this?
We found a child.
A kid,
Found
one
this
kid.
child. He said he was chased by a bear for a few days. A big bear with black spots on its back.
Okay.
And we just came to take him home, and we assumed this is home in Praxis because he said he was chased for a couple days. This is the only city in a couple days from where we found him. That we know of, at least. We're not from around here. We're sorry.
He also said he was from here, in case you forgot.
After
Is
that.
that just from Praxis?
Yes,
Or did he just say...
he said
he did?
he said he's from Praxis. Yes.
Okay.
The second guard walks up to you. Well, he slowly walks up to you, and the first guard is looking at you, spear pointed at you. I'm watching you.
I really wouldn't like to put it in my neck, though. But that's really not spear.
He says, thanks. Thanks, I wielded it myself. But I still don't trust you.
Okay, that's fair.
And the second guard walks around, uncovers and unties Theo and says, "Holy
Oh,
shit."
he's already untied.
Oh, he's already untied? Well, he uncovers him and says, "Holy shit, that's Theo. Your parents were worried about you." Guys, come on. And he looks at the other guard. He says, "Jean, lower your spear. Yes, it's a nice spear. Stop pointing it at every traveler we meet." He says, "But I like my spear."
That's weird. He said, but I like my spear.
Hey, Corvus,
Yes.
is it a really nice spear, or is it just like a slightly above average spear?
Slightly above average, but he's really proud of it because he whittled on it and engraved it himself.
Sounds like a lame.
This one will pull out the spear that he has. Question: do you recognize where this spear came from?
Oh, I'm sure you had
It's
that.
the spear that he got from one of the cultists.
He just he goes pale and he says, "A cursed artifact. Get out. Stay away from our village."
Stay away from my
This
village.
is you realize that this is a spear. It's a
Yeah, it's cursed spear. Obviously, that's what they think. So regular spear might use.
The spear.
It's a regular spear. I can break this over my knee.
The whole thing
This
is
a cursed artifact.
no. They call them that. It was an object. The fucking spearhead is one of those two-pronged spiked ones. And those were unique. Those were unique and only used by the Baal cultists, and they are feared on this continent, which is why they're terrified of you because you have one.
You kill the shit out of them.
Well, it looks like this was not getting in the town.
This can just walks right without anybody seeing him.
I mean, I don't care. We did what we came for. We delivered Theo.
But this is the first city we've been to in a few days. Well, like on getting eyes. We need spies, don't we?
You might want to pick up.
I don't see any
Might want
supply.
to pick up some more camping supplies too, because none of you ever picked up your shit. You left all your bedrolls and tents and everything back at the camp.
That's fine.
That's what that is. Car.
You didn't say you packed up, so you didn't pack up.
I did say I packed up.
I assume they packed up because Riser and Homer packed up.
They packed up.
I said I packed up. I did
Alright.
say I packed up. This will never leaves anything behind. He doesn't have much, except the stuff he has.
Alright, you know what? I'll give this to you guys now. But keep in mind, if you don't say it, it didn't happen from now on.
Alright.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like Pixar, it didn't happen.
So, just to be clear, the guards aren't letting us in the city? Or
No, they're not
letting
letting Thistle in because he pulled out one of the, and I quote, cursed artifacts.
Sorry, Thistle.
Thistle will just literally take it and just snap it over his knee. I'm just getting rid of a spear out of my inventory. He doesn't care. Hey, see? Cursed artifact. Woo, it's broken now. He just tosses it away.
What have you done?
Please.
You released the evil spirits into the air.
Congratulations, you have become the new Avatar of Ball.
No. It really was just a spear. Just the unique spear tip was something that was a trademark of the cult.
I know, I was joking.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, I was just explaining that, like, oh no, you reached the
Are they, like,
spirits
freaking out?
to the space.
They're not freaking out. They're like confused and a little skeptical.
I just can't ignore what I said.
You realize I got that off of a dead body, right?
I'm going to talk to him. Hi, this is Thistle. He may look a bit shady, but he's a real nice guy, so he can come in, right? He's real nice. He won't hurt anyone. Anyone good, that is.
And he got that.
I have no reason to hurt anybody yet.
How did? And Jean, the one with the really nice spear, looks at you and says, "How did you even get your hands on that?"
I pulled it off of a dead cultist. Duh.
How? There haven't been any cultists here for 1,000 years.
Oh boy, do we have a store for you?
Yeah, there's a story, alright.
You see, we just came from a place that we like to call, or you used to call Ataraxia.
How'd you get here from the capital?
Well,
Old Ataraxia, not new Ataraxia.
well, you see, I don't know how I got here. All I know is that I was playing music, and when I opened my eyes, I was just by a really big tree stump.
They're like they're like visibly confused.
Yeah, so am I. I was for some hear this.
Don't ask me. I didn't ask to be warped here to Arcadia, right?
Yep, yeah, Arcadia.
Nobody did.
Well,
please enter the city. I will gladly pay a fine if it makes you feel better.
I can tie his hands up with a rope that makes you feel better. Or you can put manacles on.
You could certainly. This is not a character. You can certainly try to tie Thistle up.
You can put manacles on if you have those. I have manacles, right?
I mean, the city guard should probably have manacles. If you want to put manacles on me, go ahead.
You guys do realize that this isn't like a huge city. This is just a small hunting village, right?
I do.
They don't have a city guard. Just a couple of the men of the village that protect the gate. So, anyways. I'm just the one with the spear's name is Jean. The other guy's name is Paul. Paul says, "Whatever, just go in. We'll take Theo home. You guys just come in, restock, and try to."
Is there a place for us to sleep for the evening?
Yeah, there's a fucking inn down the just a couple buildings down to the left.
Thistle's gone.
Also,
everyone blinks and he's gone.
I go with you to drop Theo off. I kind of want to see you get to safety. I mean, I trust you, but I really don't know you. And I just really care about Theo, kind of. I want him to pass you day.
You know, we could say the same to you about you look nice, but we don't trust you. Jean says as he points his spear at you again, and Paul says, "For fuck's sake, Jean, you point that spear at another traveler. I'm gonna snap it over your head."
Oh, damn.
Damn it, don't even get to roll persuasion checks. These guys just assume.
Lupin is like, get wrecked.
Alright, fine. Just said the deal I said bye, and I'll probably see him around sometime.
As Luthien walks past, Jean says, "Oh, you must be the new hire at the brothel. Just 3 buildings down, take your first right."
I'm like, and Lupin looks at him with a confused face, like, excuse me?
Jack's just gonna walk off.
Irreversible!
Alright, let's see how far there's a stripper. He just runs off. Anyways, Jack is gonna go to the end now. The others.
Well,
This was already there.
Luthien's making all these minute noises and genuinely confusing Jean and Paul. So they're like, "Yeah, that's suspicious. We're gonna have to take you in."
I'm like, and Lupin's like, hell no, and she starts running.
Oh boy!
Run away from the law.
Jean shouts, "Finally, I can use my spear!" He looks at Jean. Jean nods.
She's like, really?
Hang on.
No.
Corvus, do I see her running?
Yes.
I cast hideous laughter on her.
Okay.
Like,
Roll.
I cast hilarious laughter.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Kiwi, roll a wisdom save.
Oh no, I'm bad at this.
Oh, you failed.
You are now on the floor in a fit of laughter. Don't worry, I'll help.
Screw you, Diva!
Well, you hear Jean say, "Oh boy, I can finally lose my spear," and you find that violently funny. You are on the floor laughing so fucking hard you're having trouble breathing.
Hang on, let me see how long this lasts.
A minute.
I think it lasts for like a minute.
She wheezes a lot.
While Luthien is laughing violently, Paul says, "Put away the spear, Jean. Give me the cuffs." And he pulls. He pulls out manacles and chain and links it to the manacles and gets you bound while you're busy laughing your ass off.
I'm going to keep that active for the entire minute. And I can go to the end.
Diva, are you seriously letting Lupin get captured?
Yes! You can't on a man's grave. Jackson would like to.
Sorry!
I don't remember you saying sorry.
Anyway, I was so hoping one of you were gonna get arrested. Crystal,
Oh, that's crazy.
Crystal, this is how we're gonna introduce your character.
Neat.
Okay, so Luthien, still laughing her ass off, acting like one of the fucking hyenas from Lion King. Whoopi Goldberg.
Hey, don't be judgy on the. Don't judge Knowles for who they are.
Luthien and her Whoopi Goldberg looking ass.
What?
No, because Whoopi Goldberg played the voice of one of the hyenas.
Oh.
That was the joke. That was the joke. But
It's alright. Alright, guys.
Anyways, so Luthien's being hauled away, and you see a kind of shoddy but still relatively sturdy prison with 3 cells, and they put you in one of the cells and said, "Well, by the way, you are still laughing your ass off because it only took about 30 seconds for you to get there because it's relatively close to the gate." You're let in, and in the cell across from yours, you see a man with pale skin and dark eyes in the cell across from yours. And he just eyes you like, "What the fuck is this bimbo laughing at?"
Do I have my weapons?
No, you do not.
No daggers, no chain blade.
Nope, they took everything. Except your clothes. Or
You
what?
are effectively naked.
Or what little clothes you were wearing.
Jack is not sorry.
Jack, fuck you.
So, Luthien's in jail, and there's a mysterious guy watching her. What do you want to do, Crystal?
Hey, how you doing?
You're not Miles Morales.
I'm gonna just I'm going to walk menacingly up to that person.
You can't. You're in a cell across from her. You're like 5 feet away in a cell.
To my bars! Because I can break these cuffs!
Wait, how did he get arrested?
You'll see.
I don't have something to do with what I think happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
Diva, DM me with what you think, because it might be a totally different
Okay.
idea, and it might be even funnier.
In any case, I walk up to the cells very menacingly and say, hey, how you doing? What are you in for?
And by the way, that does last for a minute.
No,
Probably over now.
that's not what it is, but it's close. So, actually, I might incorporate that, Diva. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Luthien, you finally subside the whole laughing fit, and you regain your breath, and you look at this pale-skinned guy who, from a cell 5 feet away from yours, is saying, "Hey, how you doing?"
Lothian looks a bit disgusted, like, wait, what? She finally looks around and sees what's going on, finally getting a user her surroundings. She's like, wait, what? What's up with these? And then she looks at him and it's like,
You okay there, buddy?
I'm really sorry.
go cowboy!
The best part is Crystal didn't even know that joke. Oh my god.
And she says, so cowboy! And she like flinches and like holds on to someone. Hey, get me out of here! Get me out of here!
You know, the more you scream for help, the worse it's gonna get, right? One word. Worms.
She slowly turns back around, looks at him with a scared and disgusted look on her face, like, you better not do nothing to me, man, you.
Why would I do anything to you? That takes effort. Why would I waste a small portion of my brain cells doing anything?
Fuck, that's a good line, Crystal.
And Lupin said, listen, I know how this thing works. I don't like where this is going.
You're both in different
No.
cells, you know.
You're both in different cells. Literally, you're in one little cubicle cell, and he's in another 5 feet away from you, across from you.
Well, hey, look at the bright side. At least you're not sharing a cell with Martinez.
And then Luthien's like, who the fuck is Martinez? And Crystal points over to the left at the lone cell at the end, and you just see this very big, hairy, sweaty guy chewing on the bars, and he's missing several teeth, and he's like,
And Luthian looks with a blank face like, okay, stubborn bastard. I mean, like, ugly bastard, moving on.
hey, don't talk about my mom like that! Yeah!
Says the one stealing cartoons from children.
What's the cartoon?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but she may have been 1,000 years old, but that still does not make things right, good sir.
He just starts sobbing. Well, she said she was 18.
She was 1,000-year-old lolly dragon. We don't go there. You know they're going to bait you and then steal you of all your money. In any case, have fun losing the rest of your teeth. I'm sure the bills are going to be fine to pay to the dentist for that.
Oh, it's a dentist.
Yep.
It's a scary man that uses a pair of scissors to fix your teeth.
Oh, that'll help. I don't think you can cut teeth with scissors.
No, you're not here.
This is true.
Anyway, what's Laffy McLafferson in here for? I assume you ended up stealing stuff from the Lord? Well, what was it? Money? Women? Men?
You're talking to a woman, so.
I mean, for all I know, you could have stolen the most valuable resource in the world. Or you could have stolen candy from a baby, I don't know. Laws here are whack.
And then, you know what you're in for, Crystal?
No, what am I in here for?
Salieri, you are in for stealing all of the spoons from the village, as well as stealing Jean's spear and telling him that it would work good as a dildo.
I see.
It was worth it!
All the spoons.
What the hell?
I expect nothing less.
And you told him, and I said, I hope your mother enjoys using it.
Oh, that's painful.
I mean, his sister already screamed from pleasure. Why not the mom? Make it a whole nice orgy. Because what is innocence anymore in this world? Look at the bright side. At least you're not being put into jail because a 1,000-year-old lolly baited your fat ass.
Get wrecked.
Damn, Crystal, your character is savage.
You just see the big head. He's actually not fat. He's really muscular. He's just dumb. Imagine Gonzalez from Fire Emblem 6.
I don't know what that is.
No. He's fat and muscular. Like a sumo weeaboo that dreams of being able to compete but can't because they're too diabetic.
He's one of those ugly bastards from hentai.
It's a diabetic ugly bastard.
Can I eat the food?
How about you eat the person?
Lots of food.
Okay, well, in the meantime, these guys are over here bitching at each other at the jail, while Arya, fucking Theoden, and Jack and Thistle are at the tavern.
Yeah, Jack walks in the tavern and sees those three. Hey, gosh, I can't tell bad, dude.
So,
Lucy was just arrested.
oh.
She was at
I'm not worried about it. We'll deal with that later. First,
Yeah,
drinks.
you-
This
and
one
I'm
runs to the
trying to help them arrest her because she was running away from them, and I thought that caused problems, so I cast hilarious laughter on her.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
that must have been
Give me
hilarious.
your strongest drink.
I walk up to Jack, and I put my hand on his chest, say, Jack, it's okay. Because first and most important thing that we are going to do right now is have a good meal, have some good drinks, and sleep on a decent bed for at least a few hours before we have to solve whatever problem is going to come from that one being in jail.
You know, that's fair.
So-
And this was already at the bar.
Procrastination at its finest.
This just spins around and at the bar like, yes, food, drinks, rooms, please.
So,
Money, Jack. Do you have a room that doesn't have a bed by any chance? I'm a centaur. I can't go to sleep on beds.
Yeah, how does that
We'll
sleep?
figure that out later.
yeah, we got one of those.
Woo! Awesome. So they're all centaur
Keep the room.
world.
The tavern and the barkeep and innkeeper is a giant green and red and blue colored parrot kenku.
Ooh!
Nice. Parrot. Yeah, feathers? Ooh, feathers.
His name's Polly.
I'm going to write this down. Hello, Polly.
Polly. Why?
Hello, Polymines.
You're not there. You're in jail, stripper.
No, I'm just going out of character saying hello, Polymines.
Okay. Well, he says, yep, we got one of those.
So there are centaurs in this world.
Going out of character, how do centaurs sleep?
They stand up.
Yeah, they stand up.
They sleep standing up.
Yeah, that's
They sometimes sleep on hay, but
Sometimes they sleep on hay, but what happens is horses, they lock their knee joints so they can't buckle when they go limp and fall asleep.
I think I'm a donkey centaur.
Yep.
So nobody can tip you over in your sleep. Or can they still do
You
that?
kind of like slouch though. How does that work? How does it
Like the human half slouches.
That's so weird. That's gonna be so uncomfortable.
Can you just like lay on the wall or something with a pillow?
Yeah, that's usually what he does.
Yeah, except when we're out camping. So Jack has to be kind of extra careful. He just sleeps up against the tree, but he has to be extra careful with tree.
Can't horses lay down?
They can.
Alright.
Anyways, enough about centaur.
Okay, so you asked Arya, you asked Polly for some of their strongest drink, right?
Yeah.
He says, all right, but I'll only give you a shot.
I'll take it. I'm feeling real good right now.
I need an entire bottle of your strongest liquor.
Alright, that one's gonna cost you 3 gold.
I have no money.
I have money. I'll pay for that for you.
Awesome.
I have plenty of money. If anybody needs something, just let me know.
I have 10 silver.
I dropped 3 gold on the table.
Oh, that'll feed my family for a year.
The sad part is that's true.
I dropped 2 more gold on the counter. Just like, here's a little extra in case there's some damages.
Oh, anytime you guys are here, you're free to stay. Thank you very much for your patronage. And what he does is he gets out a bottle that's called Ifrit's Breath. And
I'm kind of scared.
You should be. And what he does is, right, to test you guys out, I'll pour you each a shot. If you can't handle it, don't blame me. He lines up 4 shots. He lines up 4 shots, uncorks the bottle with a...
Hey, ask for a bottle, not a shot. What is this?
He's giving you a complimentary shot. He's got an unopened bottle here, too.
Okay, well, I'm just going to put the shot back in the bottle.
Okay, well, he uncorks the bottle with a... And lines up 3 glasses then, since you don't want a shot. And he pours each of you a shot. He says...
Oh, this wasn't drinking.
Don't blame me if you die.
Oh my god.
Wait, what happened? I had to leave for a sec.
He uncorks the bottle, pours out 3 shots, and slides them to you guys, and says, "Right, don't blame me if you die."
What? I'm sorry, what?
This stuff is really, really strong. You asked for the strongest.
This is the pure stuff, isn't it?
Well, over lips, past the gums. And he's gonna take a shot. Do I roll a con save or do I just pass out immediately?
You need to roll a con save.
Oh no.
That is a 15. I assume I fail.
That is a 6. That is done. Press the F button.
Arya, you immediately black out.
KO.
KO! Knockout!
Knockout.
Two.
What? That was a 2?
Yeah, because my base is 4.
Oh my god, wow.
I'm so lucky I got a 13 on that. For a 15.
The save was 15. You barely...
Oh my god.
You barely made it. You just look directly into Polly's eyes and go, "Whoa!"
Yeah. You just watch this. Jack's hair gets messier.
Yeah, just all the donkey hair on him just bristles up and stands on end like a dog when they get pissed off and their hair stands up.
I feel great. I'm gonna go out for a run. Because Jack runs out of the bar.
He just runs out of the bar full speed, doesn't even bother to open the doors, just runs straight through them.
Ah, man, everything
Break-
shit's so
Let
random.
it start to run to the door.
You ran into the door and broke through it, and like Tom and Jerry when he bursts through the wall and leaves a Tom-shaped hole.
And Jack's gonna go out for a run.
You're
Oh
just
no.
you're just gonna you just run past Jean and Paul and say, "Hey guys, going for a run." And then you start doing laps around the village at full speed.
Woo! He's like the most caffeine drink in the world.
That's how Jack gets when he gets drunk. He gets very competitive and energetic.
So,
Oh my god.
well, since there's one shot unattended, Thistle didn't want it, and there wasn't one poured out for Theoden.
Whoa.
Riser walks up and just shotguns it. And
Does he not need to roll a con save? This is funny, it's so big.
whoop, that fell off the table. Yeah, that's a nat 20. He says,
What?
yeah, he's just like, that's some good shit.
I see.
Wait, who took the shot?
Riser.
I assume you got advantage because of how big he is.
Yes. The reason it sounded like 3 rolls is because the first roll rolled off the table.
Yeah, I heard.
And then it was a 7, then it was a nat 20.
Wait, why does he get advantage?
Because he's 8.5 feet tall. He's a big nigga.
Big boy.
Also, full-blooded dragon.
Yeah, I like
That's
it.
Arya.
I like it chunky.
I mean,
Cool.
Yeah, but you're also small, so.
You're a small girl.
Can I take the bottle now?
Yeah.
And the cap? The cork?
Well, you have an unopened bottle. He just opened up one of the bottles that was already
wonderful.
open.
Okay, I'll keep that then.
85-year aged Ifrit's breath. Riser says, that I haven't had that in over 1,000 years.
Wonderful. Is that the bottle that I have?
Yes.
Nice.
85-year aged Ifrit's breath is the bottle that you have.
Thistle is going to drag Arya up to her room and just throw her on a bed.
Just throws her on the bed, shuts the door, walks away.
He'll be nice and like put her head on a pillow and like cover her with a blanket. Not that it really matters, and then he'll just politely step up the door and just close it.
That sounds like it works. So, Homura already went to her room. She's going to sleep. She's too young to be drinking at the bar anyways.
Yes, I shall ask for a room as well.
Homura. The NPC.
Oh yeah, there.
Jack runs up to Riser. I challenge you to an arm wrestling contest.
And he just looks at you and you're like a third of his height. Are you sure you want to do
Bring
this?
it! He just puts his arm on the table.
Alright. Roll a strength check for me.
Can that be athletics or no?
Yes, it can be athletics.
13.
Whoop, that fell. 19. Okay, so
So explain what happened.
the second Thistle says go for you guys to arm wrestle, Riser just takes your hand and goes, slams it into the table right away.
What little that?
He says, do you want to try this again, little man?
Yes, I do.
Okay, roll it again.
18.
That's with disadvantage because you're like half his size.
Motherfucker.
Oh, damn!
It sucks being a small creature.
Whoop, that fell.
I think I can have a positive though.
I'm a medium creature, though.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
Not Jack's fault.
yeah, he got an 18. He once again goes, Just second it starts, he just goes, taps your arm into the table. Are you sure?
Again, he puts his arm back on the table.
Okay.
That's a number 13.
He got a nat 20, so
Demolished!
you just hear BAM! As he, like, just breaks the table, slamming your arm through it. And he looks over at Paul, he goes, sorry, I'll, pay for that. And he just flicks him 2 gold. Paul's like, alright, much appreciated.
You know, I was even waiting for him to break the table for me to actually beat him. I'll take another shot, please.
If you insist.
Okay.
That'll be 10 silver.
10 silver. I assume that is. I dropped 5 gold pieces.
Dude, 10 silver is like 1/10 of 1 gold.
I don't care. He's drunk right now.
Okay. So what he does is he lines up 12 shots of the Ifrit's breath now.
Oh my god.
Oh
And I'm gonna take a break from this for a second and go back to Luthien and Salieri because it's been a while, and I'm hoping they can join in and actually witness this bullshit.
Yeah.
Hopefully!
Okay.
How long is Arya gonna be asleep?
Till the next morning or a couple days. I don't fucking know. I haven't rolled that yet. Wait, you know what? Actually, let me roll it now. High is gonna be the next morning. Low is gonna be like 3 days. Ooh, that's a 12. That's a 12 on a D100. You're gonna be unconscious for a couple days, Lexi.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lexi.
I'm sorry I'm not 3rd level and don't have lesser restoration yet. I would really help you right now.
You've got severe alcohol poisoning at the moment.
You got severe bumbuckle. Yeah, you got severe bumbuckle poisoning.
No.
Anyway, what is happening with Luthien
anyways,
and our new friend?
So, I don't even fucking know. Poor Martinez is sitting in the corner sobbing because Salieri won't leave him the fuck alone.
He asked for it because he insulted my mother the other day.
I've been in here for 3 weeks. You just got here 2 days ago.
So?
How could I have assaulted your mother the other day?
You did it. And you know what? You deserve everything that's coming to you. The best way to kill this man is by killing his very reason to stay alive. Or taking his pudding. Either way is evil.
Not my pudding.
Yes, pudding.
So, anyways, Paul walks in and
You did get stuffed in there for 3 weeks.
No, he wasn't actually a pedophile. I was just going along with Crystal's joke.
Yeah.
And honestly, that other cell was supposed to be empty until Crystal mentioned Martinez. I was either considering making it like a hallucination he's having, but I thought instead I'd make the stupid guy in the other cell. But anyways, so Paul walks in and says, I see you've calmed down. You ready to take up your new job?
You talking to me?
Am I looking at you, bitch nigga?
Oh.
You stole my spoons!
Your spoons were asking for it. They were evil and cursed. A witch made a curse on you where your face would turn purple and you turn into a mini gremlin. I saved you. I know you love your spoon because your mother gave it to you, but god damn it, dude, do you want to live a life as a mini-me gremlin?
Dude, it was literally just a spoon. You stole the entire village's spoons. Look in your pockets.
Yes, and they were all cursed.
No, deadass, look in your pockets.
Yes, I know. I am looking at my pockets.
You empty your pockets and have like 87 motherfucking spoons in there with you.
Yes, and I'm going to burn all of these because they are
How are you gonna
cursed.
burn spoons? Oh, you didn't melt them.
They're wood.
And
They're,
plus, the wood that they're made out of is really rare, and it makes for a nice campfire.
What?
So was it fire?
yeah, literally, Theroden heard fire and he just pokes his head in. Someone say fire? Where's the fire? Where's the fire? Where's the fire?
Shit needs to be set ablaze. Let's go.
Don't worry. I mean, once we get out of this, once we get out of these cells,
No better time than the present.
Okay, so you see all these wood spoons on the floor and you immediately ignite them with a firebolt.
You know, don't you think I smuggled all these sausages in with me?
No! There you go. You're even your own meal. See how you're welcome. I'm just that great. No need for
And I proceed to throw a sausage to him. Here you go. At least you can have something.
Oh, just okay. You throw it to me, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just set it on fire as well.
So
I set off the sausage on fire as well.
now you guys have char-grilled sausages.
There you go.
Nice.
And a campfire full of wooden spoons. As Paul just sits there like, I can't believe you just burned the entire village of spoons. How the fuck?
I told you they were cursed.
Wooden spoons are the best. Wait a minute. If there's wooden spoons, then there must mean there's also wooden forks. You gotta show me where those forks are.
No, those forks are made out of plastic, unfortunately, because they're cheap bastards.
No, and Paul just looks at you. What the fuck is plastic? Our spoons,
Yeah.
our forks are iron.
That's unfortunate.
You're still cheap bastards, and you know it.
That's just rude.
I
was coming to release you if you gave the spoons back.
I mean, I could always leave the cell anytime I want. I'm just having a fun time here.
I'm just gonna use control flame on the fire.
Oh yeah. By the way, he's noticed that the flame is green.
Yeah, I told you they were cursed. So technically, I just thanked all of your villages for becoming food for other creatures.
Nah, that's just the chemicals within the spoons.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a witch's curse. You know?
You don't even know about the chemical makeup of it. I know.
And see, Brandon, since you use control flame, I'm gonna say that the color changes back to that of a normal fire.
Exactly. See, everything's fine.
And see, it's like you can either pretend that everything's fine, or you can say that you made it look green to make the guy look like he was telling the truth, but actually make him look crazy.
Let's make him look crazy. Yeah. That was just me making the nice fire green, because, fire's my thing. In case you haven't noticed. Actually, we haven't met before. My name's Theroden.
I was gone for a bit. What happened?
I am so terribly confused. This isn't a bar. I don't know what's happening
Turn
here.
out the fire. Sit on.
You are asleep, and they're in another building. Anyways, so, yeah, they have a campfire.
They're in the same building.
No, they're in the jail. You're in the tavern.
What is Brandon doing in the jail?
He heard the word.
Fire.
He heard the word fire. He just fucking instant transmission there.
I know you can continue now.
Anyways, so yeah, Diva, did you hear the part about the 87 wooden spoons making a campfire?
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Crystal thinks they're all cursed by a witch. They're literally just fucking spoons, bro.
Oh my god, you only left Thistle to watch Jack, you fools.
No, Riser's there too.
This was not watching anybody. Like, he's just sitting at the bar, like, calmly drinking an ale and eating what he hopes is a decent meal.
Well, what would you like? Polly's a pretty good cook.
Whatever Polly's house special is.
Alrighty.
He doesn't care. He just wants something nifty.
He says, "I'll be
He
back."
already threw Arya.
I'll be back in about
He
10.
already threw Arya in a room. He just wants food.
I'll be back in about 10 minutes with your food.
Thank you. He just slowly sips his ale.
And bring more shots.
You still have the 12
Don't bring
lined
more
up.
shots.
You still have the 12 lined up, Diva.
Don't bring more shots.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking those.
Give me a second. So, yeah, Paul says, well, I don't fucking care anymore. We'll make new spoons out of metal this time, so they can't be cursed. If they even were cursed, just get the fuck out. And he opens up the cells for everyone but Martinez. This is Martinez, you're gonna be here a long, long time. And Martinez just chews on the bars.
But I don't want to get out. It's so comfy in here. I mean, it's so nice and homely, too. Come on, don't you want to share a cell? We could be both buddies.
I mean, I think it's only comfy because I made that little fire for you tonight.
Anywho.
But I think we've had enough of that, so I'm just gonna use Control Flame to extinguish the flame and just walk out. No more fire for you.
That's fine. It's still nice and warm in here. And I have plenty of sausages as well.
I don't know, they're all charred now. You know, kind of place.
I mean, they're still edible.
You tell yourself that.
I mean, if I feel like getting cancer, I will get cancer, okay?
That's
Thanks.
fair. If you do choose to...
I don't understand this. I'm sorry.
I just Crystal is doing so much weird shit. I just want him to get out of the motherfucking cell so he can rejoin the party in the bar.
I get that. I understand that. I just don't understand what he's doing. Why he is doing whatever the heck this is.
Crystal is a notorious shithead, and I don't know why I expected anything else.
Yeah, he's exhausted my entertainment.
Well, actually, no, I'm bored. The only thing that was entertaining is Martinez. Here, I'll just throw him a bunch of charred sausages. Have fun dying of cancer.
Uh-huh.
That's not how cancer works.
Don't worry, they're charred enough for it. But I'm not sure.
Why should we take these shots?
I should probably set this guy on fire for his pure stupidity.
Alright, so...
Jack wants to take his shots now.
Okay, well, you guys walk into the tavern to join up with the party, and Luthien says, I need a fucking drink. And you walk in, and you see Jack standing at the bar with 12 shots being poured in front of him, and he's banging on the bar going, shot, shot, shots, 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 shots.
Ooh, I go up to the bar and like, hey, you want to take some fire shots?
Yes!
Boom, I'm gonna light them all on fire. So that way they're all like those flame shots that you take?
Yeah, by the way, when you light these, literal 5-inch tall pillars of flame come out of them.
Woo!
Damn, son.
Let's go. You take these shots, man. You go.
And now the clear alcohol glows a bright blue as a whitish purple flame glows out of the top of it.
Hang on, I need to see if Jack's smart enough to blow up the fire while he's drinking.
Roll an intelligence check.
Is there a disadvantage?
No, luckily.
Oh, good.
Wait, you're plastered. It is.
He's drunk.
Oh my god, that's in that one. Yeah, he just drinks them all on fire.
Disadvantage?
He had disadvantage because he's plastered drunk.
So what happens when he gets in that one?
I drink it while it's still on fire.
You just burn your face out.
So con save?
Yeah, con save.
One for each of the 12 shots.
The 18 actually works. The save was a 16 for that. What you do is you lose part of your facial hair, though.
No, my goatee!
Don't worry, it'll grow back in about 10 to 20 years.
It'll go back faster than that. It's a goatee.
Not with those burns, buddy. Not with those burns.
Alright, what are you waiting for? There's still 11 more shots to go.
Yeah, shots.
2 down. 10 to go. Let's go.
Okay, now those were just con saves to avoid getting burned. Roll another 2 con saves with disadvantage to avoid
Okay.
passing out.
What is it? 12. That's 17.
Okay, you are now very drunk. Your speech is slurred, and
Right. Have I ever told you? Here. And he passes out.
there are still 10 more flaming Ifrit's breath shots lined up on the table, shooting fire pillars out.
In that case, do I pass out?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Yeah, so now there's a donkey man laying down on the floor.
Wonderful. Anybody else up for some stuff?
after this happens, I'm gonna have a short talk with Polly and possibly Riser.
Okay. Well, there's still 10
I
more
wanna
shots.
take
Is,
that
is
update
anyone
200
interested?
pounds.
Riser, walks up, he puts his hand down in the middle of them, slides 5 to the side, and says, "Oh, I'll be taking these. I'm gonna need this tonight." And he just picks up all 5 in both of his hands, unhinges his jaw, opens his mouth, and just dumps them out into his mouth.
5
Does
shots.
he blow out the fire?
Yes, he does.
Okay, so there's still 5 left.
Jeff
Alright,
looks stupid.
Lucian is gonna walk up and look at the other 5 shots.
Yeah, he passed all 5 con saves, so.
Nice.
Lucian is gonna pick up 1 shot, blow out the flame, and then just knock it back.
Alright, con save.
Get it.
Okay, toss it.
Woo! Killed it.
Yeah, you don't even taste it. You just gulp it straight down. And you just slowly turn your head over at Salieri, who's next to you, who followed you, and just go, "Woo! Good shit." Right in his face.
You go. I
Chris
think
was just sitting there drinking his ale. That's a waste of a good alcohol.
I mean, look at the bright side. At least he's
You haven't seen waste. Not yet.
Oh no.
No, burning the alcohol on top when it's just a bunch of shots actually burns off 20% of the alcohol.
Yeah.
20%?
Yeah,
Damn.
it burns off up to 20% of the
flames
alcohol.
are like 5 inches tall.
Yeah, the only alcoholic thing that doesn't work on is absinthe. Because absinthe is absinthe, and nobody can screw with absinthe.
Wonderful.
Well, I'm going to say, because of the nature of how this is distilled, it's literally distilled. This place has the whole sacred beast, like Ifrit, Undine, and all that shit. This is literally imported from Ifrit's distillery, so.
Pure.
Ifrit's distilleries.
Yeah. Ifrit
Cool.
Ifrit has a distillery franchise here. He distributes his alcohol. And because he made it, blessing of fire and all that shit, it doesn't burn off alcohol in anything that he makes.
Fair enough.
It's weird because once it's exposed to air, it gets nice and cold instantly.
That could make for that actually could make for a nice technique in regards to selling alcohol.
Anyway, who's drinking the other 4 shots?
There are still 4 more shots.
Yeah, there's still 4 more. This should be interesting.
Alright, people, come on. Step on up. Take
Right.
your
I
shots.
can't. I passed out after 2.
Riser looks over at the
Don't be like this,
mysterious.
chump here. You just passed out after 2.
Riser looks over at. Riser looks
So
over at the.
Riser's 5.
It was technically 3.
Riser looks over at.
Constantly to try and get back up, Corvus.
Just a second. Riser looks over at the mysterious new guy. You guys are... Whoa, that's really zoomed in. Let me see. Crystal, you see on this page that we're on now?
Kinda?
It's
Zoom out.
It's zoom out.
Okay.
What do we think?
All I see is a picture of Matt Mercer looking sexy.
Right
Hold on.
right above that, you see the dragon guy right here that I'm pinging?
Yeah.
That's Riser. This is Homura. Tharden,
Oh,
Petra, Luthien, Terror, he's not here at the moment. Arya, Thistle, Jack, and
By
Estrella.
the way, his bottom half is a donkey. His
But-
donkey leg.
But by the way, so Riser looks over at you and says, "Do you dare down the Ifrit's breath?"
Jack still looks so out of place.
I mean, I can, but that takes effort.
You want me to feed it? You want me to pour it down your throat for you?
Whoa!
I mean, if you're into that sort of thing.
All right, let's do it. Take the thing. Don't even bother to blow out the thing and just.
You don't even,
His
you
head
don't
back
even
and
bother
then-
to blow out the flame pillar. You just dump
No,
flaming
why
out.
would I?
You just dump flame. Do you actually open your mouth or not, Salieri?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flap my wings, put out that flame, and chug it down afterwards.
There's no space for you to flap out your wings. You're in a crowded bar.
Well, screw everyone anyway. I'm gonna do it.
You just gotta, like,
Okay,
make everyone
you
tumble.
attempt to unfurl your wings from below your cloak. I need you to roll a strength check for me.
Sure, one sec. Let me pull up the thing.
In your character sheet, just click the word strength on the strength stat.
I know. One sec.
Okay. Nope, that's a strength save.
Oh, whoops.
Drink check.
It's still the same thing. Yeah, you try to, but your wings get stuck on the people in the crowded bar.
You're taking this fiery shot. Whether you like it or not.
So,
Harder, Daddy.
Nutty!
Can't see that. You're chugging shots.
as you open your mouth to say harder, you go hot, and then immediately get waterboarded by fiery shots.
Wait, he didn't blow it out.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's spicy.
Theoden didn't blow it out. No, I need you to roll 4 con saves.
Okay.
Boom, 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 one after another.
Okay.
Oh, God, he even gets set on fire.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad you got that 4.
Yeet.
You are not only drunk off your ass, but now your head's on fire.
Oh! We're gonna rip.
There is a fountain in the town square that you saw on the way here. If you're fast, you might be able to put out the fire before you go bald.
This is-
Can I roll a speed check then for that?
There is no speed check. That's just how fast you
Never
move.
mind.
Just run.
I'm running.
You guys see as this idiot just fucking bolts out, his head on fire, people making way for him.
Yikes. You know, I could use control flame to turn that out, but, you know, I wouldn't have done it even if he asked. That's like
Anyways.
to everybody nearby.
I wouldn't expect it less.
So I guess I'll just go.
Well, I'm gonna have you roll another con save in a little bit to see if you wake up, Lexi. It's almost time for everyone to turn in for the night, anyways.
I don't know, because I gotta do things anyway.
All right, bye, Lexi.
See ya, Lexi.
See ya.
See you, Lexi.
Bye, Lexi.
Bye.
So, anyways, all this time, about 10 minutes has passed, and Polly walks out of the back room of the kitchen with a steaming hot plate full of potatoes, like whole little potatoes, right? And there's just a beautiful slab of cross-grilled T-bone steak.
Oh, that's high.
Oh. Thistle is like, thank you so much, and he just starts calmly, just slowly eating it, just in absolute bliss. And he asks for a refill on his ale.
And he goes, "Well, glad to oblige. Glad you enjoyed the meal. This is my specialty." and he just
Thank you
he
so
just
much. This is really
he-
good. This is really good. Thank you.
he just pours you a refill of your ale, and he's like, "Enjoy your meal."
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this very much. Thank you. I appreciate this so much. Thank you.
And, hey, Diva, what's the name of that tree people race again?
Those are Arborin.
Arborean. I wanted to say arboreals for some reason. Well,
Boreal forest.
you don't know how the fuck it happens, but Paulie snaps his fingers, which are just feathers, at the tip of his wings.
He can snap his fingers.
He snap, but they're just feathers. He doesn't have arms. He has arms, but they're like, he's not dexterous with
He
fingers.
snaps. We get it.
Yeah. Anyways, he
He
snaps,
snaps.
and
Makes a lot of feel so good.
this Arborn walks in from the bar and from outside the bar, and he looks like, I can't remember the name of the tree. You know the white one that has like the gray stripes on it? That's like up north in the U.S.
A birch?
I think it's birch. They don't usually have like a lot of leaves.
They have like paper, like kind of like paper-like bark that kind of just peels off all the time.
Birch. Yeah,
that's a birch.
Yeah. It's a birch tree arborin, and he walks in, and Polly says, "Take these drunkards to their rooms, please." And you just see the arborin silently nod, and he just picks up Jack, and he takes him to his room, lays him down on this like padded surface, since he asked for a room without a bed. And Luthien's still there, hyped as shit, because she had a nat 20 on that one shot.
Woo!
Yeah, I believe there's still 2 more shots left.
Nope, they were all poured on Salieri.
Got him.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, Thistle is just calmly eating, just not giving a dang about anybody. Just, Oh.
Alright, well, you see Jean walk in, and he says, "Why is that idiot clown out in the fountain?"
Because he's an idiot, that's why.
Sounds about right. Anyways, Theo got back home safely. Village Chief wants to talk to you guys tomorrow. Ask about what you meant by all that crazy shit you guys said.
Oh, joy.
So, goody. The only people who could possibly answer those questions are me. Fabulous. Thank you, everybody.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know we'd be questioned, although I should have known.
You should have.
Riser looks over at Thistle and says, "You always forget I exist."
Oh, yes, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm the only person who's still, around since the trickster thing happened, so I kind of get a little confused. I'm sorry, Riser. I don't mean to do that. I really don't. It was a lot, and I'm still kind of processing.
Yeah.
Would you like one of these? It's a plate of meat and potatoes, and it's fantastic. And it's so good.
He says, "You know what? I think I will have one." And he orders one from Paulie, and Paulie brings it out about 10 minutes later, and he's like, "Oh, the best meat I've had in ages."
Right? It's so good. Can't even get some food like this on Eberron.
Is that Ataraxia or Food Wars?
Shut the fuck up, Keefy. Just for that, no steak and potatoes for you.
No! I promised to be a good girl.
Can I have a steak and potatoes, please?
You walk in, you now have a little bald spot on your head. Tiny little bald spot about the size of a nickel. But it's still there, and it's kind of noticeable, so you have to start parting your hair weirdly, which is why you look like a hobo.
At least I look like a sexy hobo, thank you.
It'd be nice if you had a hat to cover that up.
Well, do you happen to have a hat I could have?
I have a costume, so I assume I have a hat in that.
Sure, throw it over here.
Oh,
No, I'm passed out right now.
he's unconscious and up in his room.
Yeah,
Oh.
Y'all niggas metagaming. You gotta work on that.
I know. Sorry, that is actually my dad.
I do the same fucking thing all the time, so no worries.
It really is actually.
So,
But-
how are you all doing on this fine night?
Fine.
Just fine?
Thistle is not responding. He's just calmly eating, ignoring everybody.
He's like, fuck y'all, my food is more important.
Fuck this shit up, huh?
Pretty much. And
That's his opinion.
fuck this shit, I'm out is how Luthien got into that whole mess.
Yeah, because freaking line of hell, man. That's not fair.
Oh yeah, by the way,
You
Barkeep, how you doing? How's the no spoon rule doing?
right, you really made things hard for us. But I guess no hard feelings.
I mean, hey, look at the bright side.
Oh, what? You mean your head a few minutes ago?
I mean, there are many worse things that can happen. Like cursed spoons, but I mean, hey.
Hell, you look
Can I roll an insight check on him to see if he's just crazy or just stupid?
Yes.
or both.
Or, just a general asshole.
Or a boxy one.
Yeah, I just want to get a read on this guy who is talking about cursed spoons for no reason.
Just roll
And
the
it's
just roll the
Right.
just roll the insight check.
Spoons were threatening Horus.
Yeah, you don't know this part.
22.
You know he's just crazy and that they're just spoons, but there's a voice in. You don't know this though, Crystal. Your character, there's a voice in your head whispering to you, "The spoons are cursed." Every half hour or so. Everywhere you go, there's gonna be a voice in your head whispering, "The spoons are cursed."
The numbers, Mason. The numbers.
So like every half hour, you're gonna have to like, I don't even fucking know. You're gonna have to like hold yourself back from repeating the spoons are cursed.
But they were cursed.
Okay, so Thistle knows that he's just crazy and is just like, okay, that's a thing.
I mean, at least I'll admit to it.
No, you think the spoons are cursed.
I do think that they are cursed, but I also admit that I'm a crazy person.
Thistle isn't talking to you. Thistle is not talking to you.
Well, rip.
Oh, right.
Is there anything
He
else I
just
don't know?
realizes you're crazy.
Please.
Come again?
Yes, moving along.
Anyways, so you guys enjoy your meal. Next morning comes. I'm gonna roll something real quick.
I'm guessing it's for how long I'm going to be passed out.
Yeah, 60. You're gonna wake up the next morning. Whoop, drop my die. And Lexi got a 24. She's gonna be passed out till the next day.
Do you think this is going to be passed out for a few days?
Yep.
It's fine. Lexi's asleep right now. Oh, Arya's asleep right now.
And
Thistle will, put some extra money down, just, make sure that she's okay for later.
much obliged. Thank you for your patronage.
Yeah, he's just gonna put down an extra 5 gold on top of everything that he's already paid for that, so he's just like, here, make sure that she's fine and doesn't, die and stuff, and make sure everything's okay with everything.
Understood.
He's super nice about it.
Understood. I'll keep a close eye on her.
Thank you, Polly, I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Polly want a cracker?
I punch you. I punch you.
Roll to hit. Just roll a d20 plus your dex mod or strength mod, whichever you want.
Can I not try and dodge?
It's not as simple as that. Yeah.
14.
What's your AC like? Salieri.
Define AC again?
Armor class.
Oh, 14.
Yeah, that ties.
That
So
matches.
that ties. That matches. So he's gonna hit you. He's gonna punch you square in the throat.
Yeah, guess how much damage you take, good sir?
How much?
2
Okay.
damage.
2 damage.
Ooh.
Because it's 1 plus my strength modifier.
Yeah, while you punch him in the throat, Jack just comes downstairs with the gun and said, my head feels like how that guy looks.
Well, you realize that Paulie got sad and went to the back room. You get the feeling he was probably.
I'm sorry about this idiot's incompetence, Polly.
I was offering him actual crackers! What is wrong with you?
And yet you're being racist. You're being racist.
People used to bully him when he was a kid because he's a parrot, Kenku. You leave him alone. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Who's this guy? Please tell me it's not the Shadow Ruthian.
I'm sorry, okay? I didn't know.
He's not
You don't tease a bird person. That is very rude. What is the
Listen,
matter
please
with
stop
you?
yelling.
I'm sorry, Jack. Here. I just cover your head with your hands. Just like I can't help with that. I'm sorry. But why?
Can't help
Why
with
are
what?
you like this?
I don't know
I
why.
don't even know your name, and I don't like you.
Nobody's ever liked me. Welcome to the club.
Well, have you ever thought about why people don't like you?
Salieri says, I don't know. I was just always known as sack of shit Salieri.
Really? I'm waiting for him to respond.
I mean, there are many things, but that is not one of them.
So has anybody actually, liked you, cared about you, or, considered you to be an actual decent human being? Or are you just a complete and total ass?
Thistle,
Yes?
let's not be mean to the stranger you just met. Even though he was just mean to
murder
Derek.
this man if I have to. I do not care.
Thistle, you're better than this. Do not let him make you stoop that level.
I mean, my mother never gave me hugs as a child. I'm sorry.
Whose fault is
Got
that?
the person real fast.
Yes,
Who's
Thistle.
that? Whose fault is that for your mother not giving you attention? That's your mother's fault, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what does that have to do with you being a complete and total whatever the heck it is you are?
Because
My mom never gave me attention. Look how I turned out.
Yeah.
My
because of
parents
results.
died.
What's a parent?
See? We're all in the same boat. You're the one here's an asshole because of it.
I mean, hey, at least it lets things turn kinky.
Well,
That's the
none.
I'm going to cast sleep on him.
I'm gonna set him on fire.
I cast sleep on Solieri. That is 33 hit points.
We're just laughing in the distance.
I assure you, I'm not as comfortable as you think.
Solieri, how many hit points do you have?
I have like 8.
Yeah, you're asleep.
Gotta catch them Z's.
Also, who's the next closest person to Solieri? I assume
that would
it's
be
either
Thistle.
Okay, how many hit points do you have?
16.
Yeah, you're asleep too.
Well, that's 33. It hits Salieri first.
Then it
And
hits
how
you.
many hit points does Salieri have?
He has 8.
So 8. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I wasn't having any of that argument this morning.
Wonderful.
I'm asleep for 1 minute, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack's just gonna move Salieri outside. Just lead him up against the bar, if that's okay, Corvus.
Go for it.
Okay. And then he's just gonna order something to make this headache away. Just make this headache go away from the bar. When Polly comes back, that is.
Yeah, Polly tells you that he just has stuff for this occasion, and he hands you a little paper full of some powder and tells you to down it, and it should help your hangover.
Alright, I down it.
Alright. Your headache starts to subside a little bit, but it's still there. You got really fucking plastered.
This is why I only drink on special occasion. No! I will not be having any of that this morning. Do not make me cast sleep on you.
Who?
You just went by you, Keith. I assume you did that in character.
I did that out of character.
Oh, okay, never mind. Jack did not say that to you then. Yeah, so he's currently just sitting at the bar with his hands on his head. And as someone messed up, so both of you are back up now. So if you're solving out of the bar, this will...
I don't know about you guys, but Luthien is still hyped after having that shot.
It's been 8 hours. How are you still hyped?
You slept. You slept it off.
Yeah, so Thistle, you're now back up. You just fell asleep for some reason.
Luthien also wakes up.
Jack,
Yes.
as a personal request, as he just like tips up, like, you know, just like a random person does, like just tips up.
Yeah.
Please don't do that again. I appreciate
I
you,
won't.
you know, calming.
I won't if you can be good.
I appreciate that you are trying to calm the scenario with whoever that individual is started that. I apologize for my reactions. I don't care. I'm going to murder him. At some point, I'm probably going to end up stabbing him.
Please don't.
Don't do that, Michael.
I won't yet. I won't yet.
Do tell
Okay,
us
I
so
can
I
say
can
this.
remove the corpse when you're done with that. I can burn him.
Hey, Patty Boy,
And
don't
if you killed him, please do not tell me, because I'll never think of you the same way, Thistle.
Jack?
Yes?
He's not the only person I've ever killed. There's a long list. And, this one kind of just, like, walks off.
Really bad.
Some of them? Maybe. This was gonna walk outside and open up his pocket watch. Just out of habit. It's not doing anything at all, I'm assuming. It's just...
I think Corvus is away from the laptop right now. Just wanted us to have a conversation.
Yeah, just keep going. I'm away from the keyboard at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually going to wash my
Well...
Crystal, are you there?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Okay. Yeah, you wake up back up now.
Oh, neat.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
yeah, you're just leaning up against the bar. Outside the bar, that is. I, put you in the alleyway next to the bar.
Is there anything suspicious about said alleyway?
I don't know. Corvus, is there anything suspicious about said alleyway?
There's no alleyway. It's just a building on a plot of land.
Okay, yeah, you're just outside of the bar then.
You guys forget it's a small hunting village. It's not some big city.
Right. Yeah, he's
You're
just
literally on the side of a building.
Yes.
The closest building is probably like 20 feet away from you.
Is there anything suspicious about said building?
No!
It was the bar you were just in!
It is a log cabin tavern. Made of logs.
Oh my god, this was a mistake.
We're gonna lose Crystal, guys. We're gonna lose Crystal, and it's probably gonna be Thistle's fault.
No, it's gonna be my fault because I was the one who made him pass out.
Hey, look
And I
at
was
the
working
bright
on
side.
myself.
Oh, this is
Thistle
Kelly. I
also
can
walked
finally get a
outside.
character that can be that can be a literal JoJo reference.
No.
I will literally smite
Yes,
you.
and that character will be murdered too. Just so you know.
I will
We
Don't
shall
do
see.
JoJo references to me.
Crystal, if they choose to murder you, I'm not stopping them.
No, what the hell, man? You're just asking me to murder, especially in Corvus's campaign.
I have not killed any characters yet. Don't make me.
I mean, there's a first time for everything.
Hey, Thistle, you want to go back to the bar? Want to talk before we have to go meet this village chief?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm bored anyway.
Oh, I said Thistle, not Crystal. Because he did go outside the bar and look at his pocket watch.
Yeah. We might as well. Kind of have to head over there eventually. I believe the only ones that should probably actually go, while the rest of us stay here, the rest of these people stay here, are you, me, Riser, Homura. Should all go talk to the village chief. Well, all of these individuals stay here at the tavern and don't leave. As Thistle looks at you very, very seriously, like they cannot leave this tavern.
Oh,
For the safety of everybody, they cannot leave this tavern.
I'm back.
Are you sure it's a good idea to actually leave them alone, too?
No, I don't. But unfortunately, we're the only ones who kind of understand what's going on. You less, but you have an idea.
I think I've been here longer than you might. I'm not sure. How long have you been here? I've been here since the beginning started popping up, I think.
I came around right before the Battle of Ball, and we defeated Ball, and Homura and
Jack was around until about 2 sessions right before you were introduced, Brian.
Speaking of which,
it was a couple days. I met you when we were in Ataraxia, but that was about it.
Speaking of which, hey Riser.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What was that health elf's girl name with Renanage? I want to say it was Reyna.
Yes.
What happened to Reyna? Did she get turned to goop too?
Oh,
I haven't seen her lately. Ever since I left the party, and I'm just wondering what happened to her.
You might want to sit down for this, buddy.
I can't sit down unless I'm sitting on the hardwood floor, which I can do, but my knees might lock up.
Oh, well, have you heard of a monster called a slod?
Have I heard of a monster called a slod?
Yes.
I have?
Yes, you know of them. You hung out in the tavern for a while, the Dark Horse Tavern. So you heard adventurers talking about troubles with sloths before.
Yeah.
What I miss?
Yeah.
Diva is Jack is asking what happened to Reyna and Renanage.
I see.
And to which one's Reyna? I don't remember.
She's over in the Rip section. She's the half-elf archer that had the tiger.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind then. I never met her.
She actually died the session right before you joined, Brian.
Oh.
Anyways,
Yeah, never met them.
Well, to make a comparison to something from another world, she was alien stomach burst.
I'm sorry. What does that mean?
Basically, something was birthed from her chest cavity and came out of her chest cavity in a very explosive way, and it is violent and painful.
She got
Sounds hot.
she got clawed across the chest by one of these monsters called slods, and they injected eggs into her chest that grew at a rapid rate and exploded as they birthed from her chest.
Oh boy, I hope she's fine.
I remember that day. That was graphic.
She's
She is fine, right?
she's dead. She's
Yeah.
very, very dead. If that is
Yeah.
the case, Jack, she is 100% no longer breathing on this plane of existence. Sorry.
Also, apparently, the tiger Venenage was something called a tulpa. It's a being crystallized by strong enough belief. He never existed in the first place.
Yeah, you just watch as, you know how Jack has donkey ears?
Yeah, they just droop.
Yeah, they just go down and he, like, puts songs on the bar, and he looks like he has trouble standing up now after what he just heard.
Sorry, my friend. If you want to stay here at the tavern with and keep an eye on these chuckleheads, I don't blame you. Me, Riser, and Homura, and we can go and chat with the village chief, and you can stay here.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. And Jack just turns around over to the bar. And just puts his hands on his head.
Okay, so this was going to walk calmly into the bar. All right, all of you chuckleheads. And he points to Salieri, and he points to just everybody.
I think
All
Salieri's
of you.
I don't know unless he came back in.
Salieri's still outside. He is rubbing his hands all over the side of the log cabin, feeling on the log, saying, "There's something suspicious here. The voices told me that there's cheese in the walls."
Jeez.
I look around at the corner and say, "Hey,
He says,
Salieri, or whatever the heck your name is."
he just shouts back, "There's cheese in the walls!"
Not here!
I swear to you, there is
Can I
cheese
roll
in
an
the
insight
walls.
check on him again?
Yes.
I have a better idea. How about we make him into cheese and put a bunch of holes in him?
15.
He's fucking crazy.
Here. I like grab Solly, but gingerly. Say, come on inside. And I sit him down on a bar stool.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes. Now listen. I'm going to give you something that should help, but we'll see. And Thistle pulls out his pipe.
Oh.
Oh no.
So you're gonna make me smoke a fat one? All right, sure, I'm down for it. Let's do this.
All right, Thistle gives whatever is the comparative to what I am suggesting,
Yes.
and just pumping it into Salieri.
I'm gonna
Sure.
I'm gonna say it's amaranth root is what they use here, powdered amaranth root.
Yeah, powdered amaranth roots.
Alright, let's do this.
He picked some of it up when he was in Ataraxia. Yeah, that.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's the good shit.
It's a smoke, not an inhale, not a snort. Thank you.
Yeah, well, let's smoke some real good shit too.
he's literally smoking it, and then when he exhales, he's snorting the smoke out of the air.
He's fucking dead.
Okay.
It's an
I'm
endless.
just hoping that this will do something different to his brain.
Suddenly, he just slowly starts to mellow out. He says, "The
Yo,
voice." There's
how you doing?
there's like a voice in my head and tells me things sometimes. Uh, cursed spoons, cheese in the walls. And he goes, that
Now
guy
listen.
over there, and he points over to the right at an empty corner and says, is watching all of you.
Is there anybody actually in the corner?
Nothing that any of you can see.
Okay, I'm gonna roll another insight to see if this is an actual, like, if this is a real thing in his brain,
No.
or,
See,
like,
I'm gonna tell you now. Well, no, I can't actually say that. No, I'm gonna leave that. That's gonna be better. Just go ahead. Roll your check thing.
Oh, well, that was the wrong one, sorry.
Yeah.
You try to remember the
Well,
history of Soliers, and you realize there is no history about him.
Yeah. He's just. You just think he's crazy, but at least he's mellowed out now.
alright. Now listen. You just stay here and you hang out with our friends, and then he goes to all the other people and just say, listen, we're gonna go have a talk with the village chief. Arya's upstairs. You guys chill out, relax. Don't break anything, please.
And Polly walks in, he pops his head out the kitchen and says, break anything, I'll break your kneecaps.
Hey, Polly.
See?
Sorry about yesterday, by the way.
No smoking in the bar. Get the fuck out.
I gotta go apologize to the village chief anyway about those spoons, so hey.
No, why don't you just sit here and stay there?
No,
that was me.
I'm fine. I need to go apologize to the chief anyway about the spoons, you know?
I need you to roll.
No, just sit there.
If you're gonna try to stand up, I need you to roll a dexterity save.
Sure.
Yeah, you can't stand. You go to stand up and your knees are like jelly, and you just fall on your ass and sit on the floor. You're like, he's watching you.
No.
Oh, and by the way, the voice says that you look dumb in your hat.
Who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
No, like, literally, who are you saying that to?
The nearest guy wearing a hat. I don't.
Thistle, the one with the yellow turban.
Sure, the guy with the yellow turban. Why not?
Yeah, it's Thistle.
I'm just going to consider that part of you being in whatever state that this stuff puts you in, and I'm going to go now. Is there a number of?
Be sure to bring me back more of the good stuff.
I will certainly try as this is out the door.
Please help me. And
Okay.
the pain.
Okay, and actually, this is where we're gonna end the session today.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I mean, we can't like go off for another 30 minutes.
We could, but I have some planning to do. I thought you guys were gonna fuck around a little longer than this, actually.
I need to poke you
Thought we
around
were
and
going
help
to
me.
screw around more.
No, you know what, that's fair. You have planning. You can do that.
Like, no, I've got like planning. Like, you guys, I'm already gonna go ahead and tell you. The village chief is Theo's dad. He's gonna be thankful that you guys saved his kid because his wife's been worried fucking sick that their kid's been missing for almost 2 weeks.
Right.
But
Hooray.
I was actually gonna poke around and see if you can help me edit out my character sheet, by the way.
You think you're missing skills and shit?
Yeah,
You're level 1. You don't have that many skills to begin with.
I know, but I feel like there's a couple of things missing. I can be wrong, but it's worth a check.
No, you have everything.
Alright.
I assume we don't level up this session.
No, you do not level up this session.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what the fuck did Eldritch Blast do again?
Eldritch Blast is an attack spell. You roll to hit with it, and it deals damage when you click it.
Okay, so question, what is Salieri exactly?
Oh, his class?
He looks human.
Yeah.
He is a jester.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So
he is
he's
a-
literally just a crazy person.
He's a chaotic neutral, blood raven jester.
Yeah, that fits.
Uh-huh. I don't know what this Blood Raven Jester thing is.
Are you familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh? At all?
Yeah.
Back in the
Okay.
GX era, I think it was, there was an archetype called the Black Wings,
Uh-huh.
where they were basically humanoids, but they had wings that had claws coming out of the, like how bat claws work on wings.
So think of me as a harpy, but with a dick.
He's a harpy, but with a dick and humanoid bottom.
Oh, so he's a Harpy's brother. Gotcha. Okay.
Kind of, yeah. He's humanoid in all way, shape, and form, except for he's got giant, dark gray wings on his back that have claws coming out of the tops of them.
I look like a bootleg Tebarn.
He doesn't know who that is, so.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Just
sorry,
imagine this nigga, but with giant gray wings. Also, he does hear voices in his head, but he's not actually crazy. The things are just making him think he's crazy.
I see.
I just wonder if there's gonna be any way to fucking kill the voices eventually. That would be a fun thought.
Maybe. By the way, I've dubbed those voices the Trickster's Whispers.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, no!
Wait, what?
Oh no.
The
I'm
Trickster's
sorry, I
Whispers, the reason we're in this whole mess to begin with?
Yeah, and the thing that is watching you guys is the Trickster's Familiar.
Wait, we're
I
being
gotta
watched?
go now. Bye.
Wait, what?
You know how he pointed into the corner when he was drunk and high and said, "That guy's watching you."
Oh, no! I'm a go now.
Explain yourself.
Looks like
Explain
time
this.
to go.
Everyone just fucking yeets themselves when they hear about the Trickster.
Explain what picture here.
Oh, everyone's fucking